This week in Motor Test of the Week I'm going to be testing a motor I got off Bangor a little while ago. It's a DYS BE2208. It's 2600 kV. This is high torque RC planes. I got mine a little while ago. It seems to be out of stock at the moment. So it's got a couple of weeks for the restocking. Seems alright. Pretty decent motor. Comes with cross mount and the 4 screws for it. It does come with a prop adapter, but I shall get onto that in a second. Right, so I mean it's not a bad price. Let's see what we got here. Dollars, it's $13.41, and yeah, it's £10.76 in old English money. Right, let's go down and have a look at some of the specs. Right, here we are, and it says it's 44 grams in weight. It's only for 2 or 3S. I'm just going to be testing it on 3S. It says max continuous current is 43.1 amps and a max continuous power of 478 watts. One thing I shall say is it says shaft diameter 3.17, and it does come with a 3.17 prop adapter, but I was fiddling about with mine and I wondered why the prop adapter was so loose. It does clamp on, you can do it up, but when you first put it on it wobbles, and when I measured the shaft it was 3mm, so it's not a 3.17 millimeter shaft, it's a 3mm shaft. In fact, it wasn't even what the normal 3mm shafts would be. They would normally be like exactly 3mm or 2.99 or something, 2.98, something like that. It was like 3.02, so not 3.17, it was 3.02, but so a 3mm shaft does fit it, and fits a lot better. So I shall just warn you on that, because basically if you try and use it, it will wobble a bit, and make a horrible noise. It will work, but it will just wobble and make a horrible noise. It does give you some specs here. They're the 2-cell specs. I'm just going to be testing mine on 3-cell. So the 3-cell specs here. It's got 3-cell on a 6x5 prop. Will draw 24.5 amps and give 272 watts. On 3-cell, a 7x5, it says here will give 378 watts and draw 43 amps. But if you look at the thrust, the 6x5 it says will give 872 grams of thrust, but a 7x5 will give only 800 grams of thrust. So basically it's I think if you put a 7x5 on it, it will draw a lot of current and give a lot of watts, but it will your thrust will be down because it will be overstraining the motor and it can't pick up the RPM, according to this. So I will see what results I get on my test, because you can't really tell unless you do real world testing. it's a lot more basically in the real world, you can give you true results. Right, so let's get this motor on the test rig and see what results we get. Okay, here we are. First I'm going to be testing it on 3 cell, and I'm using a Zippy 2200 milliamp 40C 3 cell. Speed controller I'm using is a 40 amp Hobby King Blue ESC, and the first prop I'm going to use is an APC 6x4 electric prop. As you can see, I've changed the adapter. Where's the one that was supplied? That's the one that was supplied, and the hole is too big, it wobbles around, so I've changed it for a 3mm one, and it's a lot better, spins nice and true now. Right, so switch this light on and give it a thrust test. Ooh, turn the scales on. Right, here we go. Blimey, that was a bit more than the specs say. It's amazing to get a underestimated motor. It is drawing a bit more current than the specs say. These APC normally do. Right, so let's try another propeller. Okay, now I have a TGS 6x4, so it's the same style 6x4 but different make of propeller. That's pretty good. A couple of amps less. 391 watts. That's pretty good. Right, let's try another propeller. Okay, now I've switched over to an APC 6x5.5 electric prop. .39 amps, 450 watts. Ooh, the motor got pretty warm there. Blimey. It's already over 40 degrees. So it's pretty warm. That's a bit alarming. Not sure this motor is that brilliant, to be honest. Let's try another prop. Okay, now I have a TGS 6x5 sports prop on there now. Let's see what we get here. It's not bad. funny. For some reason it draws less than the 6x4, even at a 6x5. Weird. Right, let's see what else we got to test. Okay, this may be a bit dodgy, this one, considering what the APC 6x5.5 current draw was. But this is a Gemfan 6x6 high speed prop. So let's give this one a try. Imagine the thrust will be less. It's about the same as the APC. Gets warm though. As soon as this hits 40 amps, it gets a bit warm. So let's give that one more try. Oh my god, that's 50 degrees there on the windings. That's oh, and the back plate is hot, so that's getting a bit, I'll say that was a bit dodgy, that. Yeah, I don't know if this motor really can take what it says. I mean, it's right on its specs, but that's getting hot. Right, I think I'll still try the next two props that I want to try. Okay, what I have here is a 6.5 by 5 APC gas prop. So it's meant for the petrol engines. I'll give it a try on here. Let's see what we get here. To be honest, the TGS props performed a lot better than that. It's up to 40 degrees again. Sorry, 40 amps again rather. It is, yeah, it's over 40 degrees again. Right, so let's try the last prop, the one it says it can take, which is a 7x5. Right, going by all the other tests, this probably isn't advisable, but I'm going to try what it says it will take, which is a 7x5 prop, and this is an APC electric, but this is a clockwise rotation, so I've just had to swap a couple of the wires around so it spins the correct way. Still on the 3 cell. This will be interesting. See what it does here. Well, wasn't exactly amazing. Oh my god. Uh oh, that motor smells. 55 amps. Oh, that is hot. Let's get a temperature reading on that. Yeah, that's over 50 degrees. I don't get it. The reviews on this motor were pretty good, and other people say it will turn a 7x5, but on my test rig here it does not. Whether or not they were using much smaller 3 cells, so it's providing less power and therefore drawing less current or not, I don't know. But that is, yes, I would not, do not use 7x5 prop on it. It says it can take it, I don't think it can. Your best bet is to go with the TGS 6x5s. So we can get us to focus. No, it won't focus. Come on. There we go. Now, 6x5E. It's a TGS, also known as I think it's KMP on Banggood. So look out for the KMP props on Banggood. I'd stick with those, I think, because they produce most thrust at a much lower current, and so much safer to use. That motor was really hot then. I'm surprised that didn't burn, because that was starting to smell as well. So yeah, not that brilliant on that motor. It's kind of a bit that motor. So make your own minds up whether you want one or not. I don't think I'll be buying any more, but this motor may find a home in something, and see how that goes. Right, that's the end of this motor test of the week in the 2600 kV motor, the DYS. What's wrong with this camera today? There we go. DYS BE2208 2600 kV motor. Right. Anyway, if you found this helpful, give it a like, and if you want to see other motor tests, subscribe, hit the little subscribe button, and we're doing motor tests every week, and I've got loads of others to see. Still got lots of motors to test, so I'll see you again another time. Bye bye for now.